Greetings, bright souls. In today's video, you will learn how to achieve success. Why do some people easily reach success and stay on top, while others struggle to find prosperity, wealth, or fame? No matter what they do, or how hard they try, it doesn't work. And if there is any progress, it's followed by a downfall. And sometimes, people even fall to rock bottom and can't rise again. Why does this happen? And how can you achieve everlasting success? How can you always stay on the crest of the wave? Would you like to know? Then pay close attention to this video. Write down all the recommendations. And when you follow them, you'll be able to not only keep yourself on the wave of success for fame, prosperity, and wealth, but you'll also support your loved ones. Are you ready? Then let's go! The cause of it all is the law of intervals. Everything in our world follows the law of the wave. Every event, every phenomenon, everything that happens in your life or the lives of others goes through an upward rise and then a downward fall. Then the rise happens again and then another fall. If someone continues working on something for a long time, they'll notice this trend. This is the law of the wave, the universal law of intervals. It is present in every event. If you've tried running a business or have been stuck with one task for a long time, you've noticed this too, haven't you? Maybe you studied for a long time at university and noticed that sometimes everything goes so easily and joyfully, and other times you just don't feel like doing anything and you want to give up. You want to lie down and stay there. Or at work, you experience career growth, but then everything seems to stop or even fall apart. Have you noticed this? This is the law of the wave, and it's always present in life. You need to be aware of it and prepare for it. What should you do? Of course, when the rise is happening, when you're lucky and everything is going well, you need to paddle even faster. This will make your rise even greater than you expected. And when the downfall comes, and it will eventually, that's a universal law, meaning it works everywhere in the universe. No matter what you're doing, don't expect a constant upswing. Sooner or later, there will be a downfall. And when your energy starts to drop, when everything seems to be working against you, when people don't want to help you and everything's falling apart, that's the interval. You don't feel like doing anything. But this is precisely the moment when you need to make as much effort as possible. Otherwise, inertia could drag you down to rock bottom, and instead of an interval, it can turn into a real collapse. You could fall so deep you won't be able to climb out. God forbid you let yourself think, "That's it.
I can't do it. It's impossible. There's no point in trying anymore, and it's all in vain."
Remember, those aren't your thoughts. It's just the law of intervals. But what do we see in reality? How do real people react? Unfortunately, we're raised to relax. If you don't feel like doing something, your mom might have said, "Rest, lie down. It's okay, it'll pass." If something doesn't work out, someone might say, "It's not your fault. It's someone else's. You're a good person, and you're smart." All these reassurances lead to relaxation. We always get used to relaxing. If everything is going well, we relax. If things are going badly, we give up and relax. And so we float on the waves. And as the shamans say, we drift down the river of time in a boat without oars. This means we're not in control of our lives at all. Everything happens on its own. Events pass us by. People pass us by. We can't hold anything together, let alone start paddling in the right direction. Nothing works. This is what unsuccessful people do. Those who don't control their lives, but those who truly want to succeed know that you should never slow down. When you're riding the wave, you need to paddle as fast as you can. Have you seen surfers? How do they catch a wave? As soon as it approaches, they paddle faster and faster to catch the perfect moment, the peak, and stand up. Thanks to their balance and stability, they manage to stay on the crest of the wave for a long time. And that's what we need to learn. Knowing the law of intervals, when you're on the upswing, you need to paddle harder. And once you reach the peak, stay there as long as possible. When a downturn does come, just start paddling again, so the wave doesn't pull you down, but a small dip leads to another rise, higher and higher. This is how true success is achieved. This is real growth, without a single fall. That's the key recipe for success. You might be thinking, no, this isn't for me. How can you constantly make an effort? I need time for myself, to rest and do nothing. If you think this way, then success truly isn't for you. Because if you are ready to let go of passivity, laziness, self-pity, the larva of depression and laziness that engulfs every person who succumbs to weak thoughts like a green jellyfish. If you are really ready to cast all these aside, then straighten your shoulders right now. Take a deep breath and feel how fiery energy flows into the center of your solar plexus. Only with bright, fiery energy can you burn away all laziness, all illnesses, because they come to us from passivity. Active people, those who are exercising and are constantly acting and decisive, they rarely get sick. So, to drive away illnesses from your entire lineage, to drive away poverty, passivity, laziness, and dissatisfaction with life, straighten your shoulders and say, yes, I am ready. How many years the weak thoughts have robbed you of the chance to grab luck by the tail, the chance to ride that wave of success. It's been too many years. It's time to act decisively and differently. Straighten your shoulders, focus on your solar plexus, and feel how the fiery flow enters you right now. Accept this energy and say, I am ready for success. I am ready for prosperity. I am ready to attain well-being, wealth, and share it with the whole world in this life. I wish the best for myself and my loved ones. And if you've said it right now, then open the link in the description to access the practices we've prepared especially for you. These practices are filled with success, confidence, activity, and strength. These practices bring wealth. These are sacred teachings, webinars, and books that you won't find anywhere else online, right in the description under this video. Go ahead and click the links. Start by doing one practice a day, and you'll feel the flow of well-being, prosperity, and wealth entering your life, and the wave of success will become yours to ride. You'll be able to stay on the crest for a long time. Realize that right now, you are making a choice for your life. What will your life be like from this moment on? Yes, right now, you are making a choice for your entire life. And depending on how you will act when this video ends, that choice will determine whether you'll be happy, whether your loved ones will be happy, whether you will achieve the long-awaited success and whether you can help other people. Perhaps you're not just seeking material success in the social or worldly sense. Maybe you want to achieve spiritual success. If that's the case, if you're thinking about developing your soul, fulfilling your purpose, and discovering the meaning of your life, then the law of intervals must be completely under your control. On the spiritual path, the same intervals occur. As soon as you attend seminars or classes, as soon as you begin to develop yourself, your soul, and your talents, the first stage happens. It's called enthusiasm. You love everything. You're inspired, and everything works out. Then the wave rises, and at a certain point, the second stage comes. This is passive following. At this stage, everything happens on its own. You continue your spiritual practices. Your energy level and life level have already risen, but they become stable. At this moment, if you don't put in even more effort, don't start studying more, attending more seminars, inviting more people to the path of spirituality and light, then the third stage comes, and it is inevitable. The stage of active rejection. This is the law of intervals. Energy begins to decline, and suddenly you no longer enjoy the spiritual path. Spiritual practices seem pointless, even foolish or unnecessary. Attending seminars? Not this time, maybe later. I need to take a break. Be aware of these thoughts. These are the dangerous thoughts that drag you deeper, and when they appear, it means the interval is coming. The wave is going down. If you give into them, if you stop doing spiritual practices, attending seminars, visiting places of power, and going to classes, then the inertia will drag you down to rock bottom, and things will only get worse. Old problems, illnesses, dissatisfaction, and depression will start to appear. To prevent this, remember, as soon as you start thinking, I'm tired, I want to take a break from the spiritual path, I need a break from God, this means you need to intensify your spiritual practices. Open the flower of life and start performing rituals and practices in every area of your life. Absorb knowledge, read our books, watch spiritual cartoons and share them with others. Instead of falling, you will rise even higher in the spiritual hierarchy. You will grow, and your life will become more joyful. Filled with light and love, you will spread this warmth and happiness to everyone around you. After all, what is a truly spiritual person? How can you recognize someone who is truly growing spiritually? More and more people around them are drawn to spiritual development. Yes, a spiritual person is someone who walks toward God, becomes an angel, and helps others do the same. They lead others along the way. That is spiritual success. The number of people following you on the path of light and love is the measure of your success on the spiritual path. The closer you become to being an angel, the more people will walk behind you, heading towards God. Can you imagine? And yes, of course at first it's not easy. Starting a conversation with a stranger, inviting them to a class, offering them a spiritual book or a spiritual cartoon. It might feel like, that's not for me. I can't do it. I won't manage. No, that's what your old self thought. It's time to cast it aside. Right now. Push it away. It can no longer control your life. Enough. Stop listening to its weak thoughts. No, I don't want that. I want to be successful both spiritually and materially. That's why I will develop my communication skills and boldly follow all the instructions the angels have prepared, especially for me. I will walk the path of light, love, and happiness, and I will lead hundreds and thousands of people on that path. I will find those special souls who can also become angels, who have come to this earth and are struggling to find someone to explain to them that they have an angelic soul within. And I will be the one to extend to them the hand of God with a sacred book in it, with a card containing wise knowledge, with an invitation to classes and seminars. And taking it, the future angel will cry tears of joy, and my heart will know that I have done a truly good deed. Let it be so.
In our extreme times, when the fate of the entire planet is at stake, it is crucial for the knowledge of angels and benevolent spirits to spread as quickly as possible, globally, and reach thousands of people. In this way, we can change the future of all humanity. Which is why we are addressing you, dear soul of light. Spread the knowledge about our wise books and films. Share links to videos or cartoons. All of this is available and free. Invite women to individual practices, webinars, and seminars. And the Great Spirit of Light will help you and your family. It will direct an enormous amount of energy to fulfill all your desires. Benevolent spirits and angels will assist you and your loved ones in all matters. A thread of light and love extends from your heart to the hearts of thirsty women, and the creation of good and the dissemination of enlightened knowledge throughout the world begins. Become part of the mission of light. Help people, and God will help you.